Oh, I mean, the quality on YouTube is just, it's good. It's good. Um, Let me back it on up like a U-Haul truck, just a smidge. There we go. So what happened was I was, I said I had to go to the bathroom. When you are doing your own stuff, I repeat, you know what? I still ain't finished doing the things that I was supposed to do. I was supposed to put a thumbnail up, let the people know that I was on YouTube. Join me on YouTube. I was on YouTube. Missed that part. But when you're doing your own things, you're your own show. You're your own machine. Okay. Anyway, hi. How's it going? Okay, so we just left Instagram and we brought it on over here, and now we're just discussing or the topic for today, goals. Hashtag goals. Okay. So, goals, should you have them? The answer is yes. You absolutely should have goals. Why should you have goals as a singer? Well, thanks for asking. I'll tell you. It's important to have goals because then you know where to go, right? I gave the example. Everyone wants to always text me when I go on live. I gave the example of if you're playing darts and you're playing it blindfolded. Like, how are you going to hit the target? That's kind of what not having goals is. When you don't have goals, thank you, goodness gracious. You're literally like this. You might make a few of them things, but you ain't gonna make all of them. you know, you're not going to successfully. I mean, you might place on the target. I mean, on the actual. This is. I don't know why I give this illustration, and I don't even know the names of the things, but the thing, but you may not hit the bullseye. And you want to hit a bullseye. Having goals and setting goals and knowing goals is really crucial to you being able to know what you're aiming for, know what you're hitting towards. So, like I said on Instagram, this has nothing to do with manifesting. I don't believe in manifesting. I don't practice manifesting. I give all my stuff to God and then I let him order my steps. However, I still put in the work. Okay? No manifesting over here. Not your girl. So this isn't like some video like you just have to manifest it and put it on your vision board. You ain't gonna find that from me, okay? So I don't practice that. I don't do that. And I would be a terrible mentor if I told you to do that as well. Especially considering that I don't do that. But goals, yes, it's important to have them. Yes, you should have them, and yes, you should work towards them. I mean, I don't even know how else to say that. With that being said, I give my spiel. We're gonna jump right into it. I feel like I'm so dark right now. Like I needed a little more light. Yeah, I think that helps a little bit. Um, My name is Tanikka Charraé. I am a professional singer. I sing background professionally. I'm an independent artist as well. And I have a vocal agency called The Background View. The Background View is an all vocal agency that serves as a liaison between artists and elite vocalists. Okay. And the VU stands for Voices United. But nonetheless, because I am a backing vocalist, I wanted something that helped others to either get into background singing or just get into singing in general. The other thing that the Background View also does is we teach, and by we I mean me, or slash educate singers to be business savvy singers. Man, I have no idea why I cannot get this tongue together today. Business savvy singers. Okay. So I think it's important to not only get the gig, it's important to keep the gig, and it's important to be able to live off of the gig/gigs. Okay. So, yeah, please go check out my other videos. And please feel free to subscribe. In addition to that, please share. Please like, comment, and share. Okay. All right. We've gotten all of the politics out the way. Let's jump right into it. So, this video is going to give you 4 goals that you should have as a professional singer. Okay. So, it is important to set goals. It's cool that we are creatives and we get to go with the flow and we get to like oh my gosh, this is what I feel. This is what I'm inspired by. So I wrote this song. So I, put on this performance. All of those things are fun and they're so cool for us. And at the same time, it's important to have goals. When you don't have goals, again, I keep likening it to if you're playing darts and you're attempting to hit the target, but you're attempting to hit the target blindfolded. When you don't have goals, it's like you're throwing a bunch of things out there and you're hoping one of them things stick. And you can do that, but my goodness, forgive me, y'all. The accuracy of that is not necessarily you hitting the bullseye is something by chance. And being a professional singer and having a career, I mean, it does definitely take work. It obviously takes talent, and at the same time, it takes work. It takes intentionality, and a lot of that intention can be set up through goals. So, the first goal that I think every professional singer should have are career goals. I will say that again. The first goal that I think every professional singer should have are career goals. Why career goals? Well, this is your career. I mean, even if you're comfortable with where your goals, I mean, where you are now, you should still have goals. Like, you should still have backup plans. You should still have um something else that you want to do. By backup plan, I don't mean like, okay, if this don't work out, then I'ma just quit and I'm gonna go back to corporate. I don't mean like that. I don't mean a backup plan like that. I mean like, say you're an independent singer and or here, I'll take this back. Say you are a singer and you're attempting to get a record deal. You go to several different people, they don't give you the deal. So you should have a backup plan. Okay, what does that look like for me as an independent singer? Okay, what does that look like, if I want to put out my own projects? Okay, what does that look like, if I um get a residency at a hotel? Like, it's a backup plan. It's still within singing, but it is a backup plan, or it's even an evolution. So say you don't get a record deal, so then you go, okay, I really want to put this music out. I know that this is what I'm supposed to be doing, so I'm going to do it independently. What does that look like? You should have a goal. You should definitely have a goal. So for me, I'm an independent singer as well as a background singer. So some of my goals are, okay, maybe this year I want to work with 3 new artists, right? In terms of background singing. And this year, independently, I want to put out an EP. So when you set those goals, okay, by November of 2023, I mean, she is like relentless right now. One second, guys. I'm sorry. This is so that I can actually be able to do this live. Um, without minimal interruption. Okay. So, if I say that I want to put out an EP November 2023 and it's January 2023, that means I need to set these goals. Okay, I need to write this amount of songs every day. I need to link with these producers. I need to get in the studio and at least have my first single recorded by March. I need to be sure that the rest of the songs are recorded no later than June. I need to make sure everything is mixed and mastered by September, or before then, we'll say July. Mixed and mastered by July. Okay, I want to do visuals, so now I need to be able to put visuals out and have a lot of those things done by um, August, September. Okay, I'm going to release the first single in October. Okay, I'm going to release a visual with it, or I'm going to release a visual 2 weeks later. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are the things that goals allow you to keep in mind. You're not just winging it. You create a timeline and then you stick to that timeline. And yeah, the timeline may vary, but when you have a timeline, you have a map of how you're going to arrive at the end goal. Got it? Career goals. If I say, okay, I want to work with 3 different artists, then that means that I need to go on some auditions, different auditions, or I need to check my schedule and see, first of all, if it even permits. Then say, okay, the people that I would like, and that's the other thing. Think of like who you want to, who do I want to sing background for? Who else? Okay, I want to do background for these 3 artists. Okay, let me start learning their music so that I can be prepared. Okay, I need to start letting some of my singer friends know, like, yo, if you hear such and such is looking for a singer or they want to do such and such, yo, hit me up because I want to sing for da 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 da. All right, yeah, cool. Like, you have to set goals, and then it enables you to take the steps to get to the goals. So it's fun being creative. It's fun being, okay, like, let's just go with the flow. It is also very important to set goals because then you know what you're working for. Career goals, that's your number one. Set career goals. Like, and I would even set them like the November, December before. The November, December before. December at the latest, because you want to hit the ground running come January. You want to be able to use up all 12 of your months hitting your goals, aiming for your goals, unblindfolded, knowing exactly what the targets are. All right. Number 2, you should have financial goals. Yes. Why do I put financial goals on the list? Well, when you are in music, a lot of times you're paid, depending on what you're doing, but a lot of times you're paid without taxes. A lot of times you are paid a bulk of money. A lot of times you are paid in a way that doesn't look like a paycheck of someone with a 9 to 5. When you don't manage that, you can blow that. I will say that again. When you do not manage that, you can blow it. What does that mean? That means that if you get paid for doing something, I don't know, 10 grand, you just think you have $10,000. Ooh, I got $10,000. I just came. You don't set any financial goals like, okay, I want to be sure that I have this amount in savings. Okay, I want to be sure that I have this amount put aside for whatever. Okay, I want to be sure that I have this amount to pay for my mortgage for 3 months, right? You blow it. Financial goals are important. So that's the one side of the financial goal. The other side of the financial goal is saying how much you want to make. So you might say, you know what? I want to make $250,000 this year. Setting that financial goal is important because now you know what gigs you need to take. You know how much money it is in your mind that you're aiming for to make. You know how to allot your time. So that example I gave before where somebody wasn't necessarily trying to pay, they was trying to pay you $1,500 and it was like, oh, okay, cool, I'll take it. But then somebody else was paying you like half, but you were working less time. Okay, that still enables me to do another gig and then another gig, and I can maximize off my time where I'm making more money and I'm also making a name for myself, which is important, especially if that's part of your goal. You want to you have to move this way. Like you have to have a goal. Like I was saying on live on Instagram, that when you have a business like McDonald's, they have a mission statement. Or if you just have a business in general, you typically have a mission statement. You know what that mission statement is? A goal. Hey, we're going to make the best burgers and fries and have millions of people buy from us every single day. That is a goal. So what that means is like, okay, marketing, we are aiming for 1 million folks to show up in our drive-through every single day across the globe. So we need you to make that make that look appealing in Japan. Okay, we need you to make that look appealing in Oklahoma. We need to make that look appealing in LA. And so now we've got marketing that is targeting that because that's the goal. It is so important that you set goals. And it's really important that you set financial goals and know what you're aiming for. So, you want to be realistic. You want to take into account your rate. Remember, I was talking about the breaking down of the rate. Where you are in your career. Hey, have I been doing this for a while? Am I good at am I like in line or in step with folks that do this as well, or am I still in the rookier stages? You want to really, really take these things into account so that when you go to set your goal for your money, you know, it's fine to shoot high. However, you really, really want to be realistic. You really, really want to be realistic. You really, really want to be realistic. So, financial goals, two-sided, twofold. The one side is setting up goals for the money that you do actually earn. And then the other side of that is setting goals for how much you actually would like to earn for that year. So it is important that you set that goal, because then you have something to aim for and you know how to spend your time. You know how to spend your resources. You know how to move, if you will. I also want to double back to career goals. Another thing on career goals, you want to be really detailed on career goals, right? You want to really say you want to get a placement, right? You want to get 2 placements. So now you need to figure out, okay, I want to get 2 songs placed on a show or a movie, right? So that means, first of all, do you have the 2 songs? If you don't have the 2 songs, then you got to come up with the 2 songs. And if you do have the 2 songs, then you got to, okay, now I got these 2 songs. Now I need to get it out there. I need to get it placed. I need to get it done. I need to get people to hear it. I need to sign up for, what's the name of that company? Oh man, I don't even want to say a fake name because I can't honestly remember the real name. But you start to do your research. Oh, okay, this is what I need to do. Okay, this is how I need to get it. Goals. Goals. It's very important to have them. It's very important to have them. So yeah, career goals. That's crucial. And I gave a few tidbits on how to you know, set goals and like take the steps in achieving them. Not too detailed, obviously, because this live isn't centered around that, but it is centered around the 4 major goals that you need to have as a professional singer. All right, so goal number 3, fan goals. Now, this might seem like, but you really want to have fan goals because if you're putting out music specifically as an independent artist, you need people to support you. So, let me clarify what that doesn't mean. That doesn't mean followers per se, because there's a lot of people who are following, and they they not fans. Fans are people who you can almost do no wrong. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I keep yawning because my flight was like 6:30 this morning, and your girl's tired. Okay, I'm a smidge tired. It just is what it is. But you do need fan goals. You need people that are going to support you, people that are going to come to your shows, people that are going to buy your merch, people that are going to download your songs, people that are going to sign up for you. And then you need to pay attention to those fans, because those fans, one, breed other fans, but at the same time, they remain fans. So you do need to set fan goals. How I would set fan goals is paying attention to the amount of people that interact with you. And another way you can also do that is having an email list. So people that you email out, let them know what you're doing and how engaged they are, you know, and how they actually show up to support you. Those are fans. Those are the people that are supportive of you. And yeah, your mama can count as a fan. Why not? You have to pay attention to those who are willing to support you, and you have to see what that looks like so that you know who to target. You know, if I'm singing, this is so random, but I don't know. Say all my songs are country songs, right? I'm a country black girl singing my country songs. Do 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 do. I have to pay attention to what that fan base looks like so that I can continue to grow it while serving them at the same time. I hope that makes sense. So, you know, I'm a country black girl singer from Philadelphia, and Philly is not rocking with me. They like, girl, if you don't get into some R&B, what is you doing? Like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I just wanna sing my songs. I just wanna sing them. I don't know why that twang is like so janky, but um, you know, I'm like, I just want to sing my songs. They're like Philly, okay? You have to find your fans. They might be in Nashville, you know, they might be in Miami, they might be, child, I don't know, they might be anywhere, okay? But with that being said, oh my goodness, I am so sorry, guys. With that being said, you you know, if you only get 100 fans and them 100 people support you, that's fine. Like, it's perfectly fine. If you want to grow that though, you know, you really want to spread your music, you really want people to hear your songs, you really want people to hear what you've written and, you know, sign up for what you got going on, then you have to pay attention to your fans. You have to pay attention not only to what they're saying, you have to pay attention to what they are liking. Okay. So it's important to set fan goals. So let's say, hey, I want to be able to pinpoint 150 fans this year. Like, I want at least 150 people that I know for a fact are my fans. They're on my fan list. They've purchased something from me. They comment on every single thing that I write. They are constantly asking me for new music. Those are fans. So you say, all right, I want 150 of them. Okay. So what are you doing to get 150 of them? Tanikka Charraé, the country singer from Philadelphia, you know, she may have to go to Nashville and do a show. She may have to reach out to folks that are producers of country music. And then from there, those producers will, you know, they get on, okay, we like Tanikka, let's do this song with her. And now this song that you got going on, they promote it. And then you get fans from there. Like, it's important to track your fans, especially at starting out. And it's important because like I said, these are the people that support you, and these are the people that are doing that are gonna sign up for you. Like, if you are in the mindset of, oh well, I don't do this for people. I only do this for myself. Then you're still singing as a hobby. Like McDonald's, the funny thing that I use McDonald's so much as a point of reference, and I don't eat McDonald's at all, is probably the funniest part. But McDonald's, if they were to say, like, yo, we're not listening to the people who buy our burgers because we're really just making it for us. They're making burgers as a hobby. It's not their business. They're just making them to make them at that point. And that's fine. But you are a business. So you move different. You think different. You have different agendas, if you will. And so it's important to find out who your fans are. It's important to engage with them. Every time they leave a comment, you need to leave a comment back. Every time they, hey, Lauren. Hey, everyone. Lauren, this is my friend Lauren. Every time they want to, I don't know, ask about when is your next appearance or when are you putting out a new song. You really want to engage with them, especially while you're small. It's important though that you track your fans because your fans let's look at something a little more realistic, or a little more relatable rather. We look at the Beehive, right? Very crazy, right? I mean, a bunch of people around the world obsessed with Beyonce. But that fan base is bananas. Let's look at Rihanna. She's got the Navy, right? You've got all these people that are signing up for these people, and they keep track of that. They are tailoring to the fans. And you, as a singer, as a business, you have to tailor to your fans. So you have to keep track of them. It's the same thing as, like I was saying, with the dart. If you just throwing darts with a blindfold on, you're not gonna hit that goal, or you might by chance, and then you're not gonna know how to replicate it. So it's really, really important to have your eyes wide open and to be really intentional and strategic about what it is that you are aiming for. So fan goals is one of your goals, meaning tracking them and actually catering to them. Because again, you are a business. So anybody that's on here and they're like, I just write these songs for myself. You know, if anybody else happens to like them, that's what's up. But these songs are for me. Okay, then you are a hobby singer. And that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. But if you want to be a professional singer and you want to be a singer as a business, then fan lives matter. Okay? You got to care about the fans and you got to see what they're liking. And it doesn't mean that now we make our music all around them. It means that now we're learning our audience, period. So now I know how to market to them. Now I know how to let these people know I got this new single. You know, Tanikka Charraé, the country singer from Philadelphia, now has got fans. So they like, I don't know, they like cowgirl hats and cowboy boots. And, you know, they may hang out in, I don't know, no cowboy stores. They may hang out in certain stores that have cowboy hats and cowboy boots. So let me see if I can get my music played in there. Let me see if I can link with a few country companies. Let me see if, you know, because this is my type of audience. So this is how I'm going to try and feed them. You know, let me give you a more realistic one though, because the country one, I don't know enough about country to even make that analogy work. But say it's Tanikka Charraé from Philly, the R&B singer, who loves the Lord. You know, maybe I can get my songs placed on certain playlists. Maybe I can get my songs just in different areas where there's, say I'm vibey, right? So, okay, I want to get in different cafes now. Let me hit up a few of these independent cafes and see if they'll play my song. Because guess what? People are always Shazamming. My friend who's actually on here right now, she's the queen of Shazam. Okay, and all you do is you hit that. So who that? Oh, you want to find out who your fans are so that you can reach them. Okay. Again, if not, you are aiming in the dark. You're just making music for fun and you're not targeting anyone. You're not targeting anything. And while that's okay, that's not what we do here. We are the professional singers. We are learning how to be business savvy singers over here. Okay. So, yeah, fans, fan goals. You should have fan goals. All right. And then number 4, you should have vocal goals. Now, how do we track vocal goals? All right. If I if I like to do runs, which I do, and I do a certain run, but I struggle with it, then I got to keep practicing it. I'm trying to master that run, okay? So say I say, okay, or here's one. Say I'm not a runner. Say I don't know how to run. So I say, okay, by the end of the year, I want to have mastered 5 solid runs. Then that means I need to be listening to Jasmine Sullivan. I need to be listening to Madison Ryan. I need to be listening to all the people out here that run their face down. I need to listen to Kim Burrell. I need to listen to mad people, okay? And I need to practice. If I am a second soprano, but I want to like broaden my range. I am not a second soprano, sidebar. I am an alto, a proud alto, and always will be an alto. Anyway, but say hypothetically, I am an alto and I know that my range stops at a certain point and I want to be able to belt a little bit better and belt a little bit cleaner, then I need to set a vocal goal. I need to say, hey, by the end of the year, I want to be able to be tap dancing comfortably in my second soprano range, bottom range. Vocal goals are important. It's important because this is your business. It's important because this is actually what you do and what you do professionally. So it's important to have goals. If I'm Here's another goal. If I know that I do a show and I'm out of breath by the end of the show, then I need to set a goal that's going to allow for me to be able to perform better, allow for me to be able to not be hyperventilating at the end of a show. What does that mean? That means I probably should be in a gym somewhere running. I think that a lot of singers need to legitimately add a lot of cardio to their regimen. It's just necessary to, your lungs are muscles. It's necessary for them to really, really be strong. Um, So that's a goal. I think fitness should probably be on there as well, but it's not fitness in a way of like, oh, let me make sure that I'm skinny and I'm little and blah 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 blah. It's actually like, okay, let me make sure I'm healthy and I'm actually able to execute my job, and that's what I say all the time. You need to be able to do your job professionally, and you need to be able to do it excellently. Okay, you need to really be able to do it well because you're in the majors at this point. Like right now, you're in the league. You're no longer in high school where you are your high school basketball team's best player. You have actually entered the draft, you've been picked, and now you have to stand apart from the elite of the elite of the elite. And that means consistently evolving. That means consistently challenging yourself and getting better. That means being a kind, decent human being and getting along with others that are within your group. And at the same time, it means like you really have to work on what it is that you do. I say it and I cannot say it enough, but if you do you really think that basketball players who have made it in the league are like, all right, cool, I made it. I ain't got to do nothing else. What? Hey, why don't you come run these drills? I'm not running those. I'm not running any drills for what? Like, I made it. Okay. Well, how about you come do some push-ups? What am I do? What am I doing push-ups for? How about we work on your jump shot? Why would I ever work on my jump shot? I made it. Like that's the mentality. That's the mentality that you have to have. Like you can't just make it. It's not just good enough to just make it. You are literally with the best. So you need to become better. You know, it's a compliment that you're with the best. And at the same time, you want to stay there. It's very important. Very, very, very important. So let's go over our 4 main goals that you should have. And you can have your own goals. You can set additional goals. But these are the 4 main goals that you need to have as a professional singer. Sweatpants off. Yes. 4 main goals as a professional singer. Career goals, and the examples that we gave on that is like, hey, if you want to get some placements, you want to work with different artists, you want to expand your catalog, you need to set those goals. All right. Career goals, that's number 1. Number 2, financial goals, and that was a 2-sided thing. So your financial goal on the one side should be how much, when you get money, how much, like what you're doing with that money. Like, okay, I need to be sure that I got this allotted for this. I need to be sure that I have this put to the side for this. I need to be sure that I do blah, 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 blah. And then the other side of those financial goals are, how much money do you want to make? You got to be really realistic, though. Got to be really realistic. Don't be saying, like, I'm trying to make a $500,000. I know I ain't never sing a note in my life, but I think I can make a $500,000 this year. What? Mm, okay. Third one, fan goals. This is the one that seems kind of weird, but remember, you are a business. That's the first thing we said. You change your mentality. You change your mentality of, I am a professional singer. I don't just sing as a hobby. I am a professional singer. What does that look like? You need to find out who your fans are. You need to set goals for said fans. And at this point, you're making music for the fans. Again, example with the McDonald's. If McDonald's says, hey, we make these French fries for ourselves. We just love making French fries. We don't really care if anybody else likes the French fries. McDonald's is making fries as a hobby. The same is true for you. You are not singing as a professional. You are singing as a hobby, and that's cool. You can take your guitar, you can jump up on live, and you can sing you a song as a hobby, and that's fine. But do not expect professional results, if you will. Yeah. So fan goals, very important to know who is signing up for you. Again, I gave the example of Tanikka Charraé from Philly, who is the country girl singer. Tanikka Charraé from Philly, who happens to be the country girl singer, her fans more than likely are not in Philadelphia. They're probably in Nashville. They're probably in Texas. They're probably everywhere but where I'm from. So with that being said, that means that I need to pay attention to who those fans are. I need to pay attention to what they like. I need to pay attention to what songs they like. I need to pay attention to how they engage with me, and then I can engage back. So it is important to set fan goals and actually have some sort of system where you're gauging your interactions and how the fans are receiving you, if you will. You think Nike ain't out here doing that? You think Nike is like, we don't really care, we're just making these sneakers and whoever buys them buys them? No, they're like targeting people. I am one of those people. Okay. And then finally, the last goal is vocal goals. If you are a professional singer, you should have vocal goals. So I don't know if you are a soprano and you want to really start tapping into your whistle range, then you better start practicing and listening to Minnie Riperton and getting that thing popping. If you are a alto and you want to expand your range and start singing a few higher notes, being able to belt out a few notes, then you need to work that out. If you are not really a runner, but you really, really, really want to run, then you need to start listening to people who run. You need to start listening to what they're doing, how they are approaching the song, where are they doing placements of their runs, and say, hey, by the end of the year, I want to have 5 good runs under my belt, like that I can like sprinkle in comfortably. If you are, I don't know, say you are in a rock band, and you are the guitar player in the rock band, you want to step up and start supporting and giving some background to the lead. Like, hey, you know what? I want to actually contribute a little bit more to the band in this way. So you should have that vocal goal. Like on this song, I'm gonna kill it. Like I'm gonna sing. I'm gonna play bass. I don't know why I went from a guitar to a bass, but either way, I play bass on this part. Then I'm gonna jump in and I'm gonna sing real fast. On these backgrounds, and you start to become comfortable and you start to become used to it. But you should definitely have vocal goals. I actually didn't place any vocal goals. On myself this year. Kinda. I have that I need to start singing more in my upper range. I love to be an alto. Okay? I love being a tenor. So I'll be down here at the bottom, living my best Tony Braxton life all day. Okay? So every now and again, it's funny, I was singing crazy. I remember when I lost my mind on Instagram live before I came on. It was something so good. And I was like, I got to the chorus and I usually would just be like, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. Because I really favor my bottom range. But then I was like, maybe I'm crazy. Like just start challenging myself more. So singing higher, and I can sing high. I just lazily sing low because it's so easy. It's just like my favorite ever. But I have been challenging myself to sing higher. I've also been challenging myself to sustain more because I'm not really a sustainer. I'm a runner all day long. Okay. I'm from Philly, where Jasmine is from, and a lot of the greats are from, and that's just what we be doing, just running our faces down. I didn't quite do that though on the cover that I did on Instagram. So yeah, I was everywhere. I was like, possibly. And I hope that you are having the time of your life. Well, think twice. Like, you see, I'm just all over the place. That's my only advice. Advice. Oh, come on now. Who do you think you are? See, I need to just sustain a note or two more. Ha ha ha. Bless your soul. You really think you're in control. Show. So I'm going to start sustaining more. Maybe I'm crazy. That was a sustain, a little quasi sustain, right? So those are like two of my vocal goals, to like hold notes a little longer, not be running all over a whole marathon, and to really tap into my upper range because I don't want it to disappear, you know? See, I too still have goals. And I need to have the goal because you start to get complacent, you start to get lazy. And then, you know, say somebody's calling me for a gig and then they're like, oh, yeah, by the way, you got to sing Ave Maria. Ooh. Wait, what key? What key you want me to sing it in? So it's kind of important to set vocal goals and to really actually, excuse me, adamantly go for them. So, yeah, I hope that this helped. 4 goals that you should have as a professional singer. And I hope that you implement them. Like, I hope that you really be like, you know what? Let me see what this girl talking about. This little something. Because I promise you, like, I'm not going to lead y'all astray. I'm not going to tell you, and I ain't doing. And at the same time, I I'm not going to tell you something that is going to jack you up. You know, if I don't know, I don't know. But um I think that if you start to implement these little things, like being an intentional singer doesn't mean that it has to take away from your creativity. It just means like it just takes a little work. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Nothing, 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 nothing. So, again, if you like this video, please like, comment, and share. Share, 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 share. Share to all your singer friends. Share to your musician friends too. They can catch up on some of these tidbits that I'm out here giving. This is more than tidbits. This is like steaks I'm out here giving. So please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, share, all the things. And I will see you all tomorrow.